UN Ambassador Nikki Haley has pledged to stay in the race. We saw her lose to Donald Trump by 20% in her home state of South Carolina. And just last night, she lost to Donald Trump pretty astoundingly in Michigan. Simply put, do you think she has a shot?
No. I can give you a 2-letter answer. But, do you remember the movie, Brittany, Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Where
Yes.
There's the Black Knight gets an arm lopped off and says, "'Tis but a flesh wound," and then the other arm, and then both legs, and still refuses to give up and keeps saying it's a flesh wound. I think that's kind of Nikki Haley's situation now. I don't see how she hasn't won a single primary. She won one county in the Iowa caucuses. In Nevada, she lost to none of the above. But I think that while she doesn't have a chance, and there are questions about why she's staying in, that doesn't mean that the problem of her vote, about 26% or so in Michigan, isn't a problem for President Trump in the general election. That's a kind of protest vote in certain ways, in the same way the uncommitted vote was in Michigan on the Democratic side for Biden. Both represent certain kinds of problems that they need to confront to win in November.
So let's talk first on the Republican side. You brought up the question, why is she staying? And answer it for us. What is the benefit politically of her staying in the race?
I think that, first of all, candidates tend to stay in as long as they've got money to keep running. And she has, even though the money is beginning to dry up. Some of it came from the Koch network. Some of it came from Democrats who are actually either liked her individually or just wanted her to stay in to give Trump trouble. But I think that there's a tradition in the Republican Party, whether it continues is a question, of course, but there's a tradition that the number 2 candidate in the last election is often the nominee in the next one. I think that will only happen in Haley's case if the party itself blows up after the November election, and that would only happen if Trump loses.